Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode here, I'll be doing the tap part of my tap and die set. Let me just pan over here so you can all see that. And so, my previous episode, I think I didn't take this one in particular, but basically I took the die, and it turns out that this one was a 5/16 right here, 5/16 or yeah 5/16 NC18. So kind of give it, it's kind of rough here, but the way I did it was basically you take your pitch gauge, and it says right there, if you can see it, it's going to focus not. Well, it says 18, so just match it up. You can see that? Maybe not. There we go. Just match it up. There it goes. So based on that, that's the die. So right here is the die, and then this is the tap for it. And basically this, you can tell these are very rusted. I'm just giving you an example of rusted nuts and bolts. I took this off of that using the impact driver. As you see, I put my socket onto it, and it actually originally it actually twisted the bolt right off right here. I had to clamp it down again, and this was, as you can see here, I don't know if you can see, but right here, that's where the nut was, and the nut was this far down, about this far. And so, as you've seen in my previous episodes, I have the deep impact, the deep wall socket, and so I use the impact driver, and yeah, well, it works on this. So 700 inch per pound equates to, apparently, if you take 700 divided by 12, it's actually 58.33333, but you know, 58. So 58 pounds of torque here. So there you go. It removed that. So using a vise, of course, never hurts. So as you see my episode on this. So this is continuation of the tap and die set, the 60 piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the nut and tap into it and just clean out. It's really rusty in there, and just give you a demonstration on, I guess, how you could use the tap portion of the tap and die set. If anybody really cares, but I do. So I finally figured out what the hell this thing was. So basically this is the, I'll put this nut over here. So this is actually where you can, you unscrew this part, and you can put your tap in here, and let me see here. And this, so let me just pan over to the tap and die set, so y'all can see it a little bit better. Because you get this thing, you're wondering what the hell to do with it. So this was right over here, and this was right in here. And what this is just basically your T-handle. So this is your T-handle tap wrench right here. There you go. So, took a while for me to figure out, but if you're getting this, That's what this is. And let me see if I need, this is going to fit in here. So that I'm probably not going to use this because this is kind of large enough where I don't need this one. Nope. So this is for the smaller ones because I can't fit. Yep. I don't know if you're able to see that. But anyways, I'm not able to fit this in. So you probably don't need this. If this was a smaller tap, which I'll see if I can get my gloves to kind of pull one of these out. Oh, pull two of these out. There we go. The smaller ones will fit in here, and then you simply just, this is the collar, and you just simply turn, and voila, there you go. So you'll be able to tap with this. So that's just to let you know. And there we go. So that's what that is. Just take it apart. There you go. There's your tap and die set. This must be your, I don't know, must be the T-handle tap wrench. Anyways, that goes right there. That goes right there. But for the one we're going to be using, we'll be using this. It's a real simple operation. You just simply unscrew, it opens up, screw it back on, and then there's your tap. So let's just go ahead and do it. See? There you go. Let's see if I can get it to stay in one place or not. There we go. That's on really good. So there you go. Again, this is it's marked here. You can't see it, but 516 National Course is probably what it stands for, NC. So there you go. So let's focus back here on the vise. And okay, it's already set that way. Probably gonna have to close in a little bit more. Get a more top view of this. So obviously I need to close this a little bit, a lot actually, because I'm just going to be tapping into this, which it's already there. I'm just trying to give you all a demonstration review. Hopefully I'm not going to squeeze my hand in this whole process. There we go. So there it is. So you're getting a really good view of that. Let me move you around a little bit more. There we go. That should be good enough. And of course a little lubricant oil. They say some kind of oil. I guess any oil's fine, but this is all I got. I'm too cheap to buy the tap oil, whatever it's called. So let's get some oil on there. Let's see how it goes. I guess you take your time with it. I'm just rethreading it because it seems really rusty. And when I did it by hand with just a tap with my hand, it seemed to be really hard, but with this T-handle, man, it just goes in so easy. So I guess the first part is kind of barreled or beveled a little bit. So when it goes in, there you go. It's already moving on me here. These little smaller ones just seem like they have rounded corners. Let me show you here. See how that corner looks more rounded than some of the other ones, which is really strange. But oh well, just gotta deal with it. It says here 3/16 to half an inch, so this is 5/16. You think that would work, or maybe not. I almost feel like it's slipping here. I guess you have to take your time with it. That thing almost feels like it's slipping. I wonder if this is going to be any better. Doesn't seem like it's going to go in, so guess not. It is not really well cut right here. It's rounded corners. Maybe I gotta put it down a little bit lower. Nope, it's not gonna help. Yeah, it's not really cut that well. Goodness. almost feels like I need to use something else here. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. Nope. That's not going to work either. When they milled that piece, they didn't do a really good job, I'll tell you that much. And this thing is not going in. Way too, it's going to be too big to fit in there. Way too big to fit in there. For that T-handle. Well, there you go, there's your first problem. So much for that tap set. Of course, not all of them are like that, just that one. 5, 16, 18 national course. It's probably something I might have to even grind, because that's how much it's off. After only so far, it won't go. The damn thing's rounded. It's not even milled that great. Wow. Yeah, that chuck will not work on it. Maybe it does. I mean, maybe I'm missing something. Let me take it out here. So you can see it's tapered. It's tapered and it's really getting into there. And that's about it. That's where it stops. So let me try see if it works in the socket sets here. Just something to grab onto it. And work with that. Too far. He's gonna work with this either. Oop. Okay, we're going to give this a try. I'm going to grab it from the top this time. Just grab just from the top. Okay, this is working. I guess on this one you're going to have to just improvise and just use whatever tools you got, because that T-handle will not work for this one. The milling on this is so rounded on the top, it doesn't even hold on to really good. But that's the size. Once you know what I picked that size to work with. Oh, interesting. It's going. Has oil on it. Okay. Yeah, this is long and tedious. It is. If you're thinking about getting that tap and die set, this is something you might want to consider if you're purchasing. Of course, you may not want to even buy this at all, but I bought it, so it's too late for me, but not too late for you guys. You really got to get to the tip, top portion. That's where it's really squared off, or kind of squared off. If you don't get that from the top, it's gonna be spinning in circles. Okay, there we go. Oh, we are spinning in circles, but I'm just saying you're gonna be stripping them. And you know, this is an existing nut, already has its threads. I mean, could you imagine something that didn't have its threads? You'd be like really screwed here. So looks like I'm all the way. I've gone through it. I just want to So I've already gone through it. You can see the bottom right here, hopefully. Maybe not. Let me see. I can grab a little flashlight here. I can take you out. So that's just the size it was. Nothing I could do about it. Just had to work with it. So there you see the bottom right there. It's coming. So it's come out. So I guess I could take you out now if you want a better look. So there it is. So I've gone through quite a bit here, as you can see. And so I think that's pretty much tapped right there. And yeah, you had to be a little creative on this one because you see how there we go. You see how those aren't completely rounded per se, or it is rounded. It's not completely milled flat. See the edge? That's what that is. It's on this particular one, 5/8, 5/16 with an 18th thread, apparently. And the one next to it right here, this one as well, it's the same. It's kind of same. You can kind of see that. See how it's rounded? Other ones, the bigger ones, they look like they're a little better milled. This one might be a little bit better milled, but that one in particular is not well done. I might have to grind it if that's the case. All the other ones seem to work out really good, and these actually fit in. But if you look at that, it's just a little rounded. But oh well, maybe that's just the way it is. So okay, so let's take it out. I'm gonna back up. Let me back up here so you all can, so I can just swing that thing around without hitting you guys. Okay, I'll just swing it around like that. don't have a T-handle, you can always use one of these. A crescent wrench. So go ahead and use your crescent wrench. It comes out easier than it went in, that's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Ooh. So, alright. We'll just wipe that down a little. Make sure it's clean. Let's see that nut. There we go. Let's see if it works any better. Yeah, it works better. It's not that rough. So I get down here. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it knocked off any of that rust. And not sure if y'all can see that, but maybe a little flashlight would help. Just a little, not a whole lot. There you go. You can see the threads inside. A little bit way cleaner, especially right about here. So it does work on threaded stuff if you're cleaning it out. I'm not sure how well it's going to work on new stuff, but you know, I didn't expect much from this set considering it's so inexpensive. I guess I'll have to do an actual test on just raw material and see how it taps and dies on just round bars and whatnot. Anything I drill and I can make a tap out. So there you go. There's the that concludes this episode. Finally, sorry it took so long, but you know, this one you kind of have to finesse to make it work. So, but it does work. You just have to be very slow. Helps to have an anvil, not an anvil. Helps to have a vise. Dramatically improves your performance on doing any tap and die work. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Please comment, like, dislike, even do a video response. Feel free to subscribe and get the updates on this. I hope this helped you a lot. Let me just pan over to the tap and die set. So, kind of go over it real briefly. The pitch gauge is kind of really helpful unless you already know what it is. And it also says S standard, and then it gives you different threading. And it looks like all the threads looks like they're coarse on the threads, on the standards. And then let me see here. This goes to 12 through, one side goes through 12 through, looks like 18 or 20. So 20, okay. And then the other side goes through, let's see here. 24 through 40. Don't know if you can see that, but so that's one side, and that's the standard size. Looks like these teeth here are a little bit finer. Okay. And then I didn't go over the pitch gauge on the metric, but obviously it says metric. And let's see what. And these look really fine on the teeth. And you got a. Looks like a 0.5. That 5 is kind of looking kind of like more like a 3, but doesn't make sense to have a 0.3, 0.5, 0.6, 7, 0.75, and then it goes all the way up to, let's see, the gloves are falling apart. Goes to a 0.75, 0.8, and then goes to a 27. Okay. So on this side here, it's kind of weird to have a 27, but okay. Maybe it's something I don't know about. 0.9, then 1. 1.25. So what it goes up to a 28. Okay. So that's here on the metric pitch gauge. So just trying to give you a quick overview on this here. Okay. So don't forget about the T-handle tap wrench. Looks like this is for the really smaller ones, because this says here on the T-handle itself, it tells you like M4 to M12, and then this is 3/16 to ½ an inch. So anything below those numbers, I think you have to use this T-handle wrench, and this is the handle part about the T part. Goes in right here. Loosen it, put your tap in there, tighten it, and then there you go, T-handle. So anyways, hope this all helped you out somehow. You know, I know this is kind of long, but the point of this is to be very thorough, and you know, you can skip through this if you don't you know, want to see the whole thing. So see the parts you want to see at your leisure. There we go. Put this all back. And so that should conclude it. That's just the basics. Eventually I'll probably be using it for something else. You never know. Oh, I forgot to put one in. Except for this one. This one here, which is the 5/16 National Course 18, NC 18. It didn't work with the T-handle. I had to use a crescent wrench, and I used it just on the tip here to move it around and spin it. And then you can see it's just not square enough. Just not square enough. So these things don't snap into place. They are loose. So when you put this away, you probably want to make sure that this is facing down. Okay. And that you're putting it like this. And that you probably want to set it down and leave it like this, because it doesn't snap into place. So if you lift it up, I think it'll move around in there. So thanks again, everyone. Appreciate it, and enjoy the next episode. Bye.